None. Nicholas Michael Bust, a 44-year-old professor at Regis University, has been arrested in connection with the deaths of his wife and infant daughter. The news has sent shockwaves through the academic community and the local neighborhood, where Michael Bust was known as a respected educator and family man. His arrest has raised numerous questions about what could have led to such a tragic event. Authorities were contacted by Michael Bust, who claimed he discovered his wife with severe head and facial injuries and their baby unresponsive. The call came in the early hours of the morning, prompting a swift response from emergency services. Neighbors reported hearing sirens and seeing flashing lights as police and paramedics arrived at the scene. The neighborhood, usually quiet and peaceful, was suddenly the center of a major criminal investigation. First responders found injuries inconsistent with a fall, raising immediate suspicion. The nature of the injuries suggested a violent altercation rather than an accidental fall, leading investigators to treat the scene as a potential homicide from the outset. Forensic teams meticulously combed through the house, collecting evidence and documenting the scene. The presence of blood spatter and other forensic markers indicated that a struggle had likely taken place. The infant, found dead on the bed, showed no visible injuries. This detail added another layer of complexity to the case, as investigators sought to determine the cause of death. The lack of visible trauma on the infant's body suggested the possibility of suffocation or another non-violent cause, but further examination would be needed to confirm this. The bedroom, now a crime scene, was sealed off as detectives continued their investigation. This isn't the first time tragedy has struck the Michael Bust family. Friends and family members recalled a previous incident that had left them devastated. In 2021, another of his children died at just 9 days old due to a cranial fracture. The loss had been a significant blow to the family, and they had struggled to cope with the grief. The community had rallied around them, offering support and condolences during that difficult time. In 2021, another of his children died at just 9 days old due to a cranial fracture. The circumstances of that death had been investigated, but no charges were filed. The case had been closed, with the cause of the cranial fracture remaining a mystery. However, in light of the recent events, authorities have reopened the investigation, looking for any connections between the two incidents. The previous tragedy now casts a long shadow over the current case. While no charges were filed in that case, it has now become a critical detail in this investigation. Detectives are re-examining the evidence from the 2021 case, searching for any overlooked clues or inconsistencies. The possibility that both incidents could be linked has added urgency to their efforts. The re-examination of the old case files has also brought renewed attention to the Michael Bust family, with the media and public closely following the developments. Prosecutors allege Michael Bust tampered with the crime scene, though his defense attorney contests that they have not been granted access yet. The legal battle is expected to be intense, with both sides preparing for a contentious court case. The prosecution is building its case on the evidence collected at the scene and the inconsistencies in Michael Bust's account of events. Meanwhile, the defense is arguing that Michael Bust is being unfairly targeted and that the evidence is circumstantial. Michael Bust is currently held on a $5 million bond and will return to court on Friday for his arraignment. The high bond amount reflects the severity of the charges and the potential flight risk. Michael Bust's legal team is working to secure his release, arguing that he poses no threat to the community and should be allowed to await trial from home. The upcoming court appearance will be a critical moment in the case as both sides present their arguments to the judge. Stay tuned for updates on this developing story. The case has captured the attention of the nation, with many eager to see how it unfolds. The tragic deaths of Michael Bust's wife and infant daughter have left a community in mourning and searching for answers. As the investigation continues, more details are expected to emerge, shedding light on the events that led to this heartbreaking situation. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more updates. Your support helps us bring you the latest news and in-depth coverage of important stories. Stay connected with us for ongoing updates and analysis as this case progresses.